What's interesting as well is obviously people hearing about your lovely David. He was with you throughout that terribly dark time.
Yeah.
As well. Obviously, we didn't know anything about that, but that makes him quite an incredible man.
Yeah, because it was all a shock for him. Because when I first met him early last year, oh, what do you do for a living, Karen? I was like, I just work in an office, you know, like really quiet, and you know, asked me how my day were and things. And then when he obviously found out about things, and then it's like...
How did you find out?
Well, because when I went to Spain one time, one of the neighbours phoned the paparazzi, and we're walking out, and of course, there's paparazzi there, and he's like, what the heck's going on here, Karen, you know?
Yeah.
So then I had to kind of tell him. But I wanted to know that it was real with him. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And if he thought I was just an English girl who worked in an office, single parent, and he was happy with that, then that was proof to me that he wants me for me. And that's what I thought, so...
And didn't you ask him out, first of all? Like, when you saw
asked him out, yeah. I never ask anyone out. When I first met him, and I walked in, because it's like people drink...
in Spain?
In Spain, yeah. So everyone kind of eats and drinks on the streets. And I remember walking over, and I seen him, I thought, my God, like I was just blown away by him, and like I tried to like, look suggestive and cute, and it was just a disaster. I looked goofy, and he was like, "Okay, what's she doing?" And anyway, I plucked up the courage to ask him out. I thought I can't go back to England having not at least tried, so I asked him out, and I'm like, "Okay, do it, Karen." Asked him out, and he's like, sorry, no. And I was like, oh, it was a long walk back, and I didn't eat that night. I just kept on walking. But then when I came back to Spain again...
Did you write him a letter?
I did, and I came back, because I came back to England, and I thought, I can't stop thinking about this boy. It was so strange. So I'm in England, and every day I was thinking about him, and I thought, OK, I'm just going to try it once more. I'll go back to Spain a few weeks later. And I wrote him a letter, and I said, I know you've already said no once, but just in case, I'd feel better if you've got my number. You might just change your mind. And I just gave him the letter. And at that point, he took the letter and said, I haven't stopped thinking about you since you left. Oh. Would you like to go out for dinner? And I was like, my God, are you joking? Honestly, I was so ecstatic. But then I thought, damn. And then he read the letter. So I look like Desperado now, don't
yes, I would, and I'll just take that back.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously, it's lovely now, but how did you feel when he first said no? Because you've talked about your insecurities, and that's quite a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and to ask someone out like that, which I never do, because, you know, seriously, it sounds really bad, but I don't really find that many men attractive. And do you know what I mean?
Can I just read something that you said to our researcher? You said, the first time I got married, I didn't even have a first dance. So this time, I'm doing it properly. I'm going to go crazy with my dress like a princess and have a first dance.
Yes.
You are Karen. You are Karen now, having gone, you know, through what you did. Are you feeling, is this your first real love, do you think?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is the first time I'm in love. Yeah, definitely. You know, obviously I've loved people in the past, but I've not been in love, crazily love, and I think that was part of the problem because of my psychological issues. I wouldn't open up, I wouldn't allow myself to get in too deep with anything because I wanted to be in control. I'd had enough hurt, I didn't want anything else, so this time it's like...
How did he propose to you?
Oh, well, it was actually really sweet because he took me for a walk, and it's like down some rocks on this beach, and we're like 10 minutes from a beach from both of our houses. And I'm thinking, all right, OK, do we really have to drive an hour out to go to a beach when it's 10 minutes away? Then he wanted to walk out on these rocks to the sea, and the water's splashing over my head, and I'm thinking, I can take a picture from here, David. You know, no, come to the end, come to the end. I'm like, gee, you know, I was quite angry, to be honest with you, because I'm like... And then he gets to the end, and then he just started talking romantic, and I'm like, OK, David, that's really nice. He's like, I really, really love you, Karen. I'm so in love with you. I knew when I first met you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then a big wave came over my head. And I'm like, well, should we go back now? And then he's like, will you marry me? And I'm like, whoa, OK.
I think we should meet him. Should we bring him